Welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise. Yes, that's right, world famous. It's so great for you to join me. I'm Jacob and I'll be your skipper for the duration of our cruise, or as far as we get at least. In the unlikely event that I become your swimming instructor, don't worry, I know exactly what to do. Leave you behind and let you shout for help from another boat. Now, before we get to the exciting bit, let me remind you to keep your hands, arms, feet and legs inside the boat for our whole cruise. Those crocs may look friendly, but chomping is their middle name. Now, to your left, you will see a beautiful array of butterflies. Did you know these butterflies have larger wings than me? I don't know what they're called, but I call them big wing, since it fits. As we continue forward, I advise you to scooch on towards your nearest responsible adult. I mean responsible, I don't count. Just to our left is a snake who, although looks happy, a light snack of child is something he'll never refuse. Now, as we turn the corner, please toot a very nice welcome to our elephant family, Linda, Maddie, Moana and Ellie. Now, if I'm honest, I prefer to call our friend Ellie Nelly, because just the other day, Nelly the elephant packed a trunk and nearly said goodbye to the Jungle Cruise. It took 4 skippers to stop her from running away. Trust me, you do not want to see her when she's angry. One skipper came back so drenched, she had to use 3 towels to get dry. For the rest of our Jungle Cruise elephants, they're pretty nice. There's a couple more you'll meet along the way. Brains, lack 'em a bit, but we love them just as much. Now, to the right here is Pascal. He splashes about in the water almost as much as the people who thought jumping off the boat was a clever idea. I reckon it's not. As we continue along our voyage, never mind, that was not what I was expecting. 2 of our jeeps completely ruined by the monkeys. May I remind you, that is not how you behave in Disneyland Wales, and do not take them as advice. You may well be kicked out for doing something like that. Now, swiftly moving along, to our right you'll see a camp, which appears to have been destroyed by Disneyland Wales' most destructive gorilla, Mason. He's the most infamous gorilla in the park. If we ever see any problems, you can guarantee it's from Mason. Speaking of gorilla trouble, that smell probably came from him too. Unlike us humans, gorillas don't have a fear of the crocs that live here in the park, and will taunt them all day with bananas. If someone did that to me, I'd probably get quite annoyed, so we won't stick around to see what. Continuing along our voyage, ensure you take a look at all the beautiful plants. And to our right, Dumbo, no surprise there, always tries to run and fly. However, he gets to about here, gets tired, and then decides to stay where he is before going back to his family. Now, I don't know about you, but until I see it, I will stick with my view that elephants cannot fly. Now, if Mason and his troublesome antics aren't enough for you, I am proud to introduce to you Mason's army. This babbling bunch of baboons, not really baboons, but baboons work better, are nearly always following in Mason's footsteps, causing havoc across the park. Just yesterday, one managed to escape. The crews and nearly ended up coming face to face with Ursula in Berry Harbour. Might just be me, but I reckon that should put him off for a little while. Now please do not be alarmed by what looks like a standoff with a lion. He's friendly. It's just going to be a Lion King moment, I'm sure. Actually, it might be feeding time. He looks slightly angry. I reckon we get out of here just in case. Oh, good grief! I knew they'd say one of our boats capsized, but I didn't realise they meant they were being chased by a rhino. I would have loved to help, but I think we keep it moving. Away from what could happen to us if we stop and try and help. It's not anyone important anyway, just Ryan and his team of cruise explorers. As we continue on through our cruise, I would like you to all meet our hippo friends. They probably won't wave back, they are more likely to be thinking about how you would be good as their next meal. Don't worry though, these hippos are not likely to eat you, they prefer the skippers. Now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. I want to present to you the seventh wonder of the world. Are you ready for this? Are you sure? The backside of water. I know, it's impressive. It's the highlight of everybody's cruise. Now, I need to make sure that you're all being very nice and close together. It's essential. For now, we are heading into the cave of not so many wonders. As we head through the cave, look out for the tigers which roam the area. To our left is one of them. The quieter we are, the less likely they are to pounce. And the spiders, they're the least of our concerns in this cave. Up ahead is the statue of the great Jungle Cruise legend, Leroy. And apparently, if you say his name 3 times in a row, you will be cursed. Ooh. Sounds like a challenge to me. I reckon we say it. Should we try? Leroy? Leroy? Oh, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm not that stupid. Or am I? Anyway, moving on. Do you know that these caves are more than 300 years old and were once home to the Vikings and Romans of Disneyland Wales? Did they exist? I assume so, because I've seen the skeletons. We had to move them because otherwise we wouldn't be allowed to open the ride. Anyways, looking ahead, there's the light, and it looks like the dock. I'm so glad we've all made it back in one piece so I don't have to fill out any paperwork. I hope you enjoyed your cruise with us at Disneyland Wales, and if you're going to leave some feedback today, well, if you enjoyed yourself, my name's Jacob, but if you didn't, and you thought I was the worst skipper ever, my name's Jack. Now, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day here at Disneyland Wales. Please, do not try to leave the boat until we've come to a complete stop, otherwise you'll end up in the water, and you've done so well to not end up in it so far. Anyways, see you next time. I said goodbye. Now get out of my boat.